In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use mixed references in Excel. By the end, you'll build a small multiplication grid and, more importantly, understand how to lock just the row or just the column in a formula so it fills correctly across a table. Start by opening Excel and creating a new blank worksheet. We'll set up a simple grid. Along the top, in cells B1 through F1, type the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then down the left side, in cells A2 through A6, type 1 through 5 again. Think of these as your headers. The top row represents the numbers you'll multiply across, and the left column represents the numbers you'll multiply down. Click into cell B2. This is where the first calculation will go. Type an equals sign, then click cell A2. You'll see A2 appear in the formula. Type a star to indicate multiplication, then click cell B1. Your formula should now show A2 B1. Now we'll turn this into a mixed reference formula so it copies correctly. In the formula bar, click on the A2 part of the formula and press F4 3 times until it shows $A2. The dollar sign before A locks the column, so when you copy the formula across the row, it will always look at column A for the row label. Next, click on the B1 part of the formula and press F4 twice until it shows B1. The dollar sign before 1 locks the row, so when you copy the formula down, it will always look at row 1 for the column header. Your finished formula should read is A2 per dollar. Press enter to calculate, click back on B2. You should see the first result. Grab the small square in the bottom right corner of the cell, the fill handle, and drag it across to F2. This fills the first row of results, multiplying the 1 and A2 by each header across the top. With those cells still selected, use the fill handle again and either double click it or drag down to row 6. Excel replicates the mixed reference formula throughout the grid, giving you the full 5 by 5 table. Take a quick look to verify. For example, D5 should equal 4 times 3, which is 12. That confirms the column part of A stayed fixed and the row part of 1 stayed fixed exactly where we wanted. Remember, F4 cycles through reference types: relative, A2, absolute, A2, and the two mixed forms, A2 and A2. Here we used A2 to lock the column and B1 to lock the row. That's the core idea behind mixed references, locking only what needs to stay put while the rest adjusts as you fill.